listen. But anyway, let me get into the verse. And Habakkuk 3:17 through 19 says, even though the fig trees have no blossoms, and there are no grapes on the vines, even though the olive crop fails, and the fields lie empty and barren, even though the flocks die in the fields, and the cattle barns are empty, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in the God of my salvation. The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes me as sure-footed as a deer, able to tread upon the heights. And today, I am just grateful for the opportunity that God gives us every morning to be here and to just live as righteous kingdom citizens. This particular verse stood out to me, and the reason why I bookmarked it in my Bible app and wanted to say it to you guys was because it well, really because the end part of it where it says, the sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes me as sure-footed as a deer, able to tread upon the heights. And so growing up in Cat Island, one of the things that if you know about like goats and those kind of animals, right, is that like you'll be coming on the boat along like a tough cliff or edge, right? And when you look up, you will see hundreds of goats just standing like on these little tiny rocks. I mean, their 4 foot would look like as though you have clasped your hand and just stood on a rock, you know? And I always used to be fascinated by it, you know, because I was like, you know, what the hell are these goats doing out there? And, you know, it it's almost as though they were so confident that they wouldn't fall, that they would climb these rocks. And you know, and that's what it means to be sure-footed, you know, to be confident in knowing that God is going to provide. God is going to fulfill his promises. In this particular verse, this verse reminded us too that even when nothing seems to be going right, you know, like you may wake up this morning and you may not have no money today. You may not even have food today. But see, your faith can provide and let you know that before the end of the day, you can eat. Before the end of the day, you can have money. Before the end of the day, whatever it is that is promised to you will come to pass. You can't miss it if you wanted to, because it was written in the bells and courses of history way before you came around. It was a part of a big, huge plan that you just happened to be a part of. From you were put on this planet, you are part of God's plan. That you can't change that. And whether or not it's something bad, or you may think that it's bad, but whether or not it's something good, it's still a part of a greater plan. Sometimes the light misery that you may be going through might be a lesson that could save somebody's life. Sometimes the fact that you may have to swallow your pride and ask somebody for something may uplift somebody to know that they could help you. Sometimes the littlest things that God puts us through gives us just a little bit more strength to know that we could make it to see another day. Because many times we look at life and we say to ourselves, boy, I don't know how I can make it. But you know who know how? God knows how. But the righteous shall live by their faith. Once we have faith to know that God is going to be faithful to his promises, he is going to do what he said he's going to do. And through any adversity, through any famine, through any crop fails, through if the fields lie empty and barren, you will continue to rejoice in the Lord. And you heard what he said in this particular verse. He said, I will be joyful in the God of my salvation. That means that no matter what you go through, be happy because at least you here on this planet to go through it. Dead people don't go through nothing. Nothing. And I thank you again for the opportunity to speak. Um, God is good, y'all. And I'm just so happy to be here and just being here with Kingdom citizens and just having the opportunity for y'all to listen to me and for me to listen to y'all and to just be here, y'all. Let the righteous continue to live by their faith. I'm Kerry and I relinquish my mic.